for Flight Room Reviews once again.
Ooh.
This movie made me miss a toxic relationship. I'm like, yo,
What?
I'm talking shit. I just wanted to talk some shit. Nah,
You picked up some lines.
You said it made you
it
want
was
a
a
toxic
couple in there.
relationship.
Yeah.
But
You picked up some lines.
That nasty ass macaroni and cheese.
Hell yeah, that fucking Kraft
That shit
blue
was
box
fire.
shit. Yeah.
I
Shane
was
was
waiting for
probably
everybody
that
saw
shit.
it,
he
Yeah.
was crushing it in the
Everybody-
beginning, though. He was
I still
crushing
haven't
that
seen
shit.
the joint yet.
What you say, Marcus?
Everybody saw it.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I seen it.
Everybody saw it, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I saw it too. All right, so we all saw it. All right, good.
But
I'm sorry. So somebody give me y'all just overall, like, just like how what did it make you think? How did you feel? Like, what can you compare it to? Like, just you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
All
Like,
right.
what do you think the
All right.
overall movie is?
All right. Like I said, it's a super toxic ass movie.
yeah,
However, the cinematography was beautiful. It reminded me
outstanding.
of a fucking like Chanel fragrance commercial. Every shot was beautiful.
Yeah.
Every pan, every close up, every and the dialogue was executed perfectly. Some of John David Washington's like dialogue was like long ass monologues,
Yeah.
and it was executed perfectly. And
He was
and it,
losing his breath on that shit.
it never seemed like he was reading. It never seemed like he was like reaching. It felt natural.
Yeah.
The director Sam Levinson did Euphoria, and y'all, I remember I told y'all about the Zendaya and that like that special episode after Euphoria where he was sitting down with her 12-step sponsor.
At the bar.
Yeah, that's
At
some
the
of
diner,
some of the best dialogue I've seen on film.
And I thought that was crazy how like even his movie was kind
It
of
was
based off
kind of
her
weird
shit.
because
Like
because
weird seeing Zendaya like that. I didn't know seen her since she was like a little girl, so just seeing her smoking cigarettes.
But Zendaya,
it was like,
her character was very similar to her character in Euphoria.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was almost weird. I was like, "Damn, is this kind
It's
of
her?
Like
Yeah,
growing up,
it was wild.
It's Rue. Yeah, she basically played Rue. Yeah, so
Yep.
I think it was pretty good for them having like a low budget. It was filmed in COVID. It was only like a 20-person like film crew and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining. Yes, I did learn a lot of like big words in that joint. Expanded my vocabulary. And it was perfectly executed for what it was. So and the thing is, like, it was getting killed in like critic reviews. It was getting killed, but people love fucking The Marriage Story, and that shit got all type of Oscar nominations and shit like that. So what's the difference? You got white cast versus black cast.
That's what it is. And then like you said, it was a toxic movie, but it kind of
it highlighted everything about a relationship.
Yeah, like even like the jealousy of ego, accomplishments.
Yeah.
Like little undermining shit. It was a lot of that in there.
Like how
That's
you can never bite your tongue.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got nothing, but they feel like they shitted on. Like they've been shitted on, or you know what I mean? Like even the smallest things. But
the soundtrack was excellent.
Yeah, the soundtrack was good.
I thought that was good.
And then this is my last thing I'm gonna say about it. At the end where he still couldn't thank her. That was like, I mean, that was it.
That's what I meant about
so it was good. It was a good movie.
I would give it out of 10. I would give it. I would give it 7. 7 Remy glasses. 7 Remy glasses out of 10.
About 7.5. Watch it during the day. You watch it at night, you're gonna fall asleep because it's black and white.
Exactly. That's why I haven't watched it because I thought it was gonna be fucking boring. It looked like it was something that was shot like in one room or one setting or whatever.
Like, it was like the house.
It was
one Airbnb, a luscious Airbnb,
out in the middle of nowhere. Modern Airbnb.
Right. In the hills.
But it was straight though. They must have cut the roof off of that bitch or something, and like had like how like on the set only like one half of the house built or something. Like the way the camera was moving and like swinging and shifting.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually pretty good. I actually watched it today. So I thought that the director did a good job. Not only just with the cinematography, but overall just kind of like the message you can kind of see in the background, like kind of saying like how unstable we actually really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how like we know so much about a lot of, you know what I'm saying? We know so much about other people, but we don't know shit about ourselves. Because they're back and forth for like one character was for, you know what I'm saying, was bringing to light what the other character didn't know about himself. Like, but damn, I didn't even know I was acting like that or I was being like
Oh
that.
yeah, she hit him some truth
Yeah, you know
too.
what I'm saying? They was going back and forth and like their arguments and shit like that. And it also got to show like how like low, like when we do get emotional, how low we're willing to go when we do get into arguments. As you know what I'm saying, like we
The low
willing to
blow.
go to low blows, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and and that's how angry I am at you. I would say something that disrespectful or that harm, you know what I'm saying, knowing that good and well I don't actually mean it. But guess what? That was foreshadowed, you know what I'm saying? That happens in relationships. You get into arguments, but you learn and you
Yeah.
grow. Just like you know what I'm saying, just like at the end of the movie, I love the way that they ended it. Spoiler alert. Was you know what I'm saying? It was a new day. Everything that happened, it was that night. And
It
shit
wasn't.
normally happens at night. You know what I'm saying? So it was
And,
kind of like they
I don't
had
know how they drove there. It was lit.
and like, yeah, that motherfucker was drunk. So
He
you
was
know, like,
lit.
yeah,
right.
they were drunk, smoking, all that other stuff. So you know,
Yeah.
like that is when everything comes out. Shit gets extra aggressive. Like you
Yeah.
cohabitating with
Yeah,
somebody and
making
like
it sound
spending
interesting.
time with somebody, you give them that open window to yourself that everybody else don't see either. So I see
Yeah.
why like they were taking shit so personal and stuff, because it's like, yo, it's just like I said,
Yeah.
nobody knows that shit about me, but you bring it into like in a
Right.
negative way too. Like,
Yeah, and my last thing I'm gonna say is, so I think that to sum it all up, I think the director did a really good job of just something that everyone like drives off of, and that's just like it's our it's it is our unwavering want to be recognized.
Right. Yeah.
All she wanted was recognition, and all he wanted was recognition. And I felt as though that
Mm.
was like a driving point of the whole movie.
Bars.
Because but from the very point she when they opened the movie, even in this scene right here, she's angry.
yeah,
He just got through with the biggest
Night of his life,
whatever,
man. Biggest
you know
night.
what I'm saying. He just got an award, you know what I'm saying? He just released this movie. He's on the biggest night of his life, and she's angry. Why? Because she didn't feel as though she got the recognition that she
yeah.
thought that she should have got.
AB,
Right?
didn't you want to see that movie? The way they were talking about it, didn't you want to see the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was,
I was like, damn. But yeah, that's what I thought. It was pretty good though.
So was
One
was
thing
it like a was it like a playwright or what?
yeah, it seemed very like much like a
Kind
That's
of
what I
like that,
felt
yeah.
like it was gonna be. I just watching the preview and everything. I felt like it's gonna be a playwright, and
yeah.
not just a playwright. It's a acting debut for Washington or whatever. Just to
Not a debut because he's in movie.
yeah. Not not a
I will
debut, but
I will
to
go out.
showcase his
Yeah.
acting skills or whatever.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I'm
he
saying?
definitely out acted her in this jump, but they couldn't have done it without her because of her character. Like it was so similar to Rue. But I will go on record and say John David Washington will win an Oscar before his career is up. Like this
Oh
nigga
yeah,
is.
you know who his daddy is. You know who his
Special.
I can
daddy
definitely.
is.
But
Hey,
I think he might. Yeah, I think it might be early. Like
I swear it was
within the
points
next.
in that joint where I swear it was Denzel talking.
I,
I was like,
I
oh,
was like, nigga,
that
like,
sounds just
yeah,
like that. That sounds like his
yeah,
dad right there.
yeah. But he was like, yeah, he was killing that shit. He was killing that shit. It was like he was conscious of like I'm about to kill her in this movie. Like, yeah.
That's what I wanted to hear, though. That's what I wanted to hear because I didn't want to watch it because I thought it was like it's gonna be like a playwright and like boring whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But
He just gotta
I
get the right
honestly,
movie. He's gonna win one.
yeah, but you know I like action, horror, whatever the fuck. But I felt like it was something that they wanted to highlight his acting skills or whatever, all that, whatever. So if this joint is as good as y'all saying it is, then
It's good. It's good.
we should see him in a lot more movies. We should
We
see
will.
him in a lot more
Niggas, yeah.
movies.
This nigga was in a Christopher Nolan movie. A black
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you thought about Lighthouse?
Yeah, the thing I picked up on the most was how they kept triggering each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the conversation, like they would have the little mini argument, then it would seem like they would piece shit up You know what I'm saying? And then notice that like it seemed like every time John left the room, she would like tear up or like something would trigger her. And I remember she kept saying shit like the whole time about like, oh, you're gonna leave and this, that, and third. So I kind of picked up like, oh, she must have like some sort of attachment anxiety. You know what I'm saying? She probably had, like she was showing signs of like a fear of him leaving. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it was one scene where she was like, oh, you don't know how to I don't even want to say nothing because once I say it, you don't know how to like make something die down. You always put fuel on the fire. And then every fucking time she says something, the nigga would fucking just keep going and going and going and going. So I just felt like it was kind of funny how they both like knew certain traits about each other, and then the shit would play out. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell each one didn't even like realize what they was doing. It was like they was kind of being triggered, which is some real life shit. Like shit will be calm, and then one partner say something, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Full blown fucking argument. You know what I'm saying? That should be happening in real life. So yeah. And then they said the joint was like I remember when I read the preview, it said something like a real love story. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm watching this shit. And then the only thing that made me say, like, oh, real love story, I guess, is because they woke up the next fucking day and they was all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people go through that type of shit every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would say the worst shit about each other, then wake up the next morning and fucking like shit never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is real, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Only reason I don't have that type of relationship though, but I get it. I'll watch it. I'll
You
figure
don't
out
have
what's
to.
going on.
It just it happens in relationships.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
it's
pretty
a
sure it
thing.
happens.
Like
Yeah, I know it happens. I see this shit.
Al, any further more thoughts? Malcom Marie?
Yeah, I think one of my takeaways was, and I think y'all talked on it too, but I was actually watching something earlier this week and it was talking about how relationships, a lot of the times when you're actually in the midst of the debate, in the midst of an argument, sometimes you're like actually attempting to hold back because you don't want to hurt your partner.
Yeah.
And in this one, in this setting, in this movie, it was, you know what I'm saying, whereas though, and the reason they say that, I mean, and so in this movie, of course, they didn't hold back at all. They said everything that was on their chest, everything that was on their heart, everything that was thought about at that moment. Maybe it was a lingering thought or a lingering concern that they had. They let it go. And then what I was actually watching this week, what I was talking about was it was talking about how it's at times it's best to get it all out because once you get it all out, it allows you to heal. It allows you to it allows you to heal and it allows you to actually move forward from what you were holding, what you were releasing, what you were keeping back from yourself and from your partner. So it allows you to actually move forward once you get it all out in the air. So I mean, I think that was one of the biggest things. And then also, I think the other thing was, man, them niggas was up. I don't care what
all
the
night, yeah.
no, man.
Yeah.
I kept saying, just go to fuck to sleep.
That was
Don't
probably
somebody
my-
like nigga. Y'all go to sleep. Y'all go to
Yeah,
sleep.
bro.
Just go to
It comes to a point where you just like, damn, girl, you got it. I don't even fucking care. It's 5. Like, I don't give a shit no more about this.
Right, it's done.
I got tired of them niggas arguing that thing. I was tired of them niggas. Like, I was like, y'all need to go to
I was saying like, damn, aren't y'all tired of arguing? Fuck. Just give it up, dog. Just say thank you, my nigga. Just say
Because they
thank
was
you.
arguing, and they was
And he
arguing.
still couldn't say it. He still couldn't say it. He still couldn't.
He was still drinking. They was arguing. He was still drinking. He was stopped. Go back
and
to
every time
Is
she
it a classic or not? Is it a classic or not?
Every time she said like some shit that had like shut him up, he would like shut up, go grab the bottle, take a sip, like sit for a second, and then come right back at her.
No,
hey, tell me you ain't think she was about to kill that nigga when she pulled the knife out. When did you think she was really gonna
she
kill
did.
that?
She did kill that.
I thought
she did kill that shit.
Yeah, so I didn't think she was actually going to kill him. I thought, and I actually was on. I was hip for a second because me and Jennifer was talking about it. She was like, "Nah, she's acting. She's acting. She's showing his ass exactly what he missed out on." And I was like, "Yes."
All the females probably know that shit too. She's like, nah,
Facts. All the females and their male best friends.
Yep.
Oh.